I would like to start with a story. When I was a kid, I studied how to play the piano, the guitar, the drums, and I really enjoyed that. And I used to play all of those instruments for quite a while until I kind of got bored. Always the same instruments, the same sound, the same way of interacting with them, and so on. And I thought, what could I do? Is there something else to play? And I figured out there were electronic instruments. So not anymore acoustic, but electronic instruments. And I got myself a synthesizer with a lot of knobs to turn, and sampler and loop machine. And then I even got a theremin. You can see it on the picture. Which is an instrument you just play with your hands in the air. You are not allowed to touch it, just like hands in the air. And then I started to perform on stages for quite a while. A lot of shows in a lot of different countries. And then after a while, I got bored again, because again, those instruments offered a very special way to play them. They offered a very special sound. And I kind of wasn't satisfied with that situation. I didn't know what to do until I figured out that this is a microcontroller called Arduino, which allows us, like me and you and even kids, to create their own little devices. It starts with maybe making a small LED light flash. You can turn around motors, and eventually you can even create your own instrument. And I thought, oh, well, this is interesting. And maybe now this was my first utopian moment, like a possible utopian future. I thought about, what should I build now that I found the device that helps me building stuff? And I remembered I liked playing the drums, and really much I liked playing this theremin with the hands in the air. And I thought, how to combine it? And I teamed up with an artist from Germany, Sarah Leimke. She was doing costumes, and together we developed this. So the drums on the back, and some sensors in the hands. And so we both were able to play like the drum set by moving the hands, distance sensors, and so on. Well, that was fun. And I thought, is there anything else I could do? Anything else I could build? And then I remembered the guitar with all the strings and so on. And I thought, well, then let's build a box dedicated only to just one string. So this is the box. And there's a really long string in the box. Up to 8 meters you can pull this string out of this box. So this is one box with an 8-meter string, and you can make music with that. We teamed up again with Sarah Leimke and created a whole show. She again was working on costumes. We were like, this show is called Homo Restis, Man on Strings. So we performed in public spaces, and moving our body would trigger sounds, and we could compose live on street. That was fun again. Patience, I will come to those things. And then I thought, okay, what's the next level? There must be something else. And I found out about this, computer programming. Using the computer, everyone has a laptop, using the computer with a software that was free and open source in order to program, like writing code and line by line, programming your really own personal music software, like really making the computer do what you want it to do, not following the approaches by commercial software or ready-made software, doing what you want. And then I have a band project, performing on stage, electronic dance music, and I thought, well, let's write a music software based on this supercollider, and I did it. This is a photograph. You can see a remote mixing desk in front of the computer, and then you see the software that I wrote that especially really fitted the needs I had on stage. So, but then, sitting in front of the computer, this took really long to program it. I was a beginner, I didn't know how to program. And after a while, the back hurts, and always the click and point thing, and you're always sitting on the chair. This was not really, and then I thought, what could I do next? And then I built this. I thought, let's build something you really need your whole body to play it. And I thought, well, okay, let's build something like that. What's that? This is, I call it the Nets 2.0. It's like the second edition of the Nets. And you have to use all your body and force, and then really you can bend it, and you can generate sounds of it. It's almost a bit like sport. It's really playful. Touching the sound. Here you really have to involve your whole body into creating a sound, into playing around with the instrument. Actually, there was not such instrument before. I thought a lot about topologies, the parallel strings of the guitar and the piano, and this is a net topology. This is something I like, this playing around with words. Anyway, and then I thought, all right, in there is the small Arduino. I showed you the picture before, and some force sensors, like the weight, you would weight your body. And I thought, okay, what's the next? And I started working in the University of Art and Design in Linz. There is a lab called Tangible Music Lab, and together with Martin Kaltenbrunner, my former professor, we started thinking about new stuff, and I discovered the next thing. I discovered that today it's even possible to sketch and design your own circuit boards. Really easy. I mean, the components are cheap, really cheap. This is a small microcontroller on top, and then you just, you use software, easy to understand, to design your own circuits. You use the internet, you send the circuit to a company, the company prints the circuit out and sends it back. It only, I don't know, costs like something like 10, 20 euros, and you're ready to go really build your own very finished instrument. And once this is possible, you start thinking about, okay, what should this instrument do? There's no point in just repeating stuff that already exists. Of course, I could have built a modular synthesizer or, again, a theremin or something, but we started to think about the kind of interaction with the instrument. And the Tangible Music Lab, this is a lot about tangible interaction. What does it mean? Actually, to short it up, we built this. This is a drum sequencer, and I brought it with me. It's standing on top of this wagon, the black box. And what's the tangible point about this? This instrument has no menus, it has no LED, well, there's one LED, but it offers an entire tangible interaction with that. So this is a preset of sounds, and like the black overlay is the preset, and this is the sound. But it's not the sound itself, it represents the sound. So when I put this on top of this, you're gonna hear what happens. So the white things, they represent sound, and I can just play around. Actually, we wanted it to be really easy, even kids should handle it. All right, so now I take this off, still running, magic. Take the second sound overlay, put it on, and then another one. And you know, making electronic music now becomes really easy. It's just like placing those white things on top of this instrument. Let's go ahead. So let's place more than then. All right. Different sound. I have, of course, built in some shortcuts. Everything controlled only by those white things. They represent a certain behavior. And bass drum. All right, this is running. Now I present a gesture. Just touching the instrument makes it really mutes it. Then I have prepared something in the back up here, just for the atmosphere in the room. And now we can combine all of this. All right, yeah. This became now really easy. This is fun. Building your instruments has never been that cheap, easy to do, realistic to finish like today. I want to encourage every one of you that is interested in music, please start, build your own instruments. Thanks.